Gear 1 is about attention awareness. Attention awareness is a lot like a flashlight or a beam of energy. Energy streams where attention beams. Energy streams where attention beams. What you put your attention on actually has a drawing effect to it. It actually can be focused like a laser. You've all experienced it when you get into the zone, so to speak, and time seems to slow down. What is that all about? It has to do with that attention. You can focus it. You can also disperse it. Perspective viewpoint. We're jumping to gear 4 here. Someone says, wait, that's a 1. That's what it is. No, it's not a 1. This is a 0. Or over here, and you'll see Cog, the character. On the back of the book, Cog is this character throughout the book. He wears different hats. I've got him looking over here, and he shows the cylinder, and it's a square. He says, I know that's a square. I know that's a square. This guy over here with this perspective says, no, it's a circle. And the point is, sometimes our perspectives and our viewpoints can be off, and we don't know about it, but we're so certain about it. But there are things to do, things that we can do to sharpen and use our perspective in a way that empowers us. So this is a closer look. So this line, so the order and the sequence, that's one thing, but why are they placed like this? This is crazy. Why aren't they just straight across? Well, between cause and effect, this great universal law, it's been called the iron law, is a law that we can actually use to our benefit. And how does that happen? So we talked about the sixth sense, which is internal. So everything below this line is internal, that's within. So 5.5 of these gear factors, if you will, they have an energy to them, but they're internal. So as within, so without. They're internal. And then 7, the gear of action. That's totally physical. So everything below here is mental, internal, things that we can do. This one, but our 5 senses, that's physical. So that's why the arrangement here and how they can be effective. Any questions on that? All right. So I'm going to jump to gear 2. So gear 2, we said operating system, our upgrades. Laptop, computer, smartphone, we get upgrades. How about we as humans, what can we do internally? What is that made up of? Well, we already talked about the 8 goal areas. It's really these 3 legs, or these 3 elements in gear 2. Our 8 goals, which we touched on, and having a clearly defined purpose. Now, in my opinion, this is where a lot of the younger folks, it's this, we've got more violence going on, there's more trouble going on. Guy behind it pulls the trigger, there's much more violence, it seems. And in my opinion, it has to do with a value system, if at all. Lousy, rotten value systems, if at all, or a value system that's distorted or perverted, but a clearly defined purpose must go with these goals. Everybody talks about goals. Yes, we need that. But what about identifying a clearly defined purpose? Business success, let's say it's Remax, or name your company. Somebody at the top, the leadership there is very sharp on what a clearly defined purpose is. So whether it's business, but it's also personally sharpen your purpose, a clearly defined purpose. Everybody has a purpose. Everybody has a reason. And there's ways and techniques that you can use to sharpen that and get a clear identity. I'll just give you a clue. I mean, it's talent, skills. When you were, let's say you were 12 years old and someone said, hey, how did you do that? And you go, well, that was easy. I didn't have to work at that. Well, I can't do that. If it's a mathematics, or if it's playing the piano, or some skill or something that comes easy to you but is difficult for others. That's one clue, just as a sample, that ties in with your purpose. And like I was saying, a clear value system, which in my opinion is really suffering today. Individuals, but also some corporations. If a corporation goes under or fails, there's something defective in this area. And there's one more down here called identity. And we're always making these decisions. Should I go? Should I stop? We're always weighing these decisions. So all that to say this. This gear 2 and these 3 factors I was saying literally affects our choices and our decisions. Lousy decisions or wise decisions, the more you sharpen this gear 2, the more you upgrade your operating system, the wiser and the smarter your decisions and your choices are going to be. It absolutely affects. This is just one sample of how they affect each other. Values, purpose, and goals. Okay, we talked about the attention of energy. We're all a broadcasting station. You know, you walk into a room. You ever walked into a room and it just felt kind of chilly? Not temperature, but you just get a bad vibe. Or you walk into another place and it has a good feeling. Like right here, this has a good feeling. We're over here on this side. This is what I'm feeling. But also individually and corporations, but individually businesses and leaders radiate. And there's actually, in the book I go into, there actually is, we know about brain waves, but there's actually frequencies or channels. There's actually scientific proof about how we communicate and we resonate. Without even speaking a word, you get a feel, a vibe right away. Vibrate, frequency. There's actually a science to that. Or likewise, you know, if you're feeling this way, and we all go through this, we're all up or down, it puts off. It actually has an attracting effect. Like attracts like. It actually draws more. Let's say you start out the day and you get into a fender bender. Man, it could set the whole tone for the day. Doesn't have to, but it can. And the odds are you're going to have more trouble or stub your toe or something's going to go on. But emotions, very, 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 very powerful.